Hello everyone and welcome back to Control. We are resuming our playthrough after a brief Alan Wake intermission. We recently finished Alan Wake and its DLCs, and now we can jump back into Control to do this game's DLCs. Now, I am aware that the second DLC for Control is Alan Wake related. Not necessarily the first one, the Foundation, but I just thought it would be a little more cohesive if we went into Alan Wake first before going DLC of Control, Alan Wake, DLC of Control once again. So we're going to be doing the Foundation DLC today. We're going to be starting that one, and then, sure enough, getting into the next one, which is, so there's like the Foundation expansion and then AWE expansion. So we're going to talk to the board in the hotline chamber, but I gotta say, it is good to be back. It is good to be back playing Control. I've certainly missed this gameplay, especially as gameplay was not the strongest element of Alan Wake for me. It was definitely, like, obviously the story and what was going on there definitely helped carry that one through, but I'm very excited to be back to this gameplay. We can get used to jumping around and shooting things and throwing things and all of that kind of thing. We're rocking the director look from when we finished the base game, and I think we'll keep that for now. But finishing the game, obviously we did unlock some skill points, so I think it's definitely worth us unlocking some more abilities. I think what I might do is we'll unlock some additional launch powers. So we'll do our launch damage. And we need 8 to be able to hold and launch 3 objects. So that'll be quite a bit of a save. And then I think we also have an unread research and record by Emily Pope, by order of director Jesse Faden, which is a analysis of the Hiss threat, which is a variance in alterations. So I'm not sure when we got this one in the last episode of Control, most likely, or I'm not sure if it unlocked after we beat the game. Could have probably read it, but I didn't realize that I had it. But we'll read that one now. His corruption manifests in vastly different ways. Some hosts remain largely unchanged, while others are barely recognizable as human. What determines this level of alteration? Is it the duration of corruption? It could simply be an evolutionary process, each entity representing a stage of growth in an undiscovered linear progression heading towards what? Additionally, Hiss entities possess various paranatural abilities. How have they achieved this? Do they gain them from corrupting objects of power? Have they corrupted a single highly talented para-utilitarian and divided their access to paranatural abilities across the network of Hiss corrupted hosts? As a scientist, I am hindered by the sheer number of questions. It's difficult to identify where one should begin. What is the most pertinent question? How do we kill it? That seems like a good start. So, Emily is obviously still researching the Hiss because they're not completely, eradicated or removed. We still got stuff that's needed. We still need their HRAs on chests and all that kind of thing. It's going to be interesting. I'm actually really excited for us to get back to the swing of things with Control. It's so nice just to be able to have some cool movement again when we can go out and fly around. But we need to go to the hotline chamber. Just trying to think of the best way to get there. It might actually be worth just jumping ourselves to the mail room. We'll fast travel up to the mail room and then scoot around the corner, and then we have to go to the motel, don't we? We've got to flick the old light switch, and then we'll get in. And then when we get to the Alan Wake related DLC, that's going to be very interesting to actually see how it ties in and what exactly its relevance even is. It could be something that's tiny, or it could be primarily focused around it, but regardless, I am excited to see what it's going to be, but our primary focus must be the Foundation for now. So we will eventually circle on back to Alan Wake related discussions another time. This is probably a good room and opportunity for me to remember how to play. Get back into the old levitation, chucking shit, additional launch damage. This is the good shit. This is what I enjoy. This is what I enjoy. Because not only is like the story and what you get into and all of the documents very engaging, but the gameplay is very fun as well. It's like, it's the perfect combination. And I'm very on board for that. I still remember how to play. I remember how all of this goes, so this is good. Oof. Into the hotline chamber. Oh, okay. We don't have to do the light switch. It's just automatically opened.
Dream, I feel Darling reached out to me through the hotline.
Even if it was a dream, I felt
The only callers from the beyond.
Darling reaching out from us through the hotline. Director, situation, crisis. Uh-oh, in Foundation. We demand your attention, /Moxie. Oldest house is in danger. We open the door. Tree in maintenance. Hurry, post haste.
Problem in the Foundation. That was Auti's vacation spot. We need to check this out.
Oh, so we have to go to the restricted area of maintenance to find the door. Okay. I guess in that case, maybe I can go... Actually... Oh, I can just go right here. We didn't really have to fast travel to the mailroom at all, did we? Because...
Jesse Faden, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control.
That's me.
I still don't quite believe it. But you always knew where we were headed.
I love her self-narration. The self-narration is definitely, it feels like a continuation of, like, I guess reading the pages of the manifest from Alan Wake now, where, like, that's obviously Alan Wake narrating his own time in Bright Falls, and now Jesse Faden narrates her experience in real time. I'm going to be able to relate, I'm just going to be able to relate things now. Back to Alan Wake or incorporate those elements. I assume, like, if we want to talk about Alan Wake now that we're back in control, it definitely feels like either like Bright Falls is a place of power. What's the name? The terminology for it? What are locations called? Hold on, let me pull up the thing. Like case files, because we've got objects of power, we've got altered items, AWEs, altered world events. So that's what it was, obviously. Bright Falls is like an AWE for sure. I wonder if we'll get like information about the FBC going there and clearing it all up after everything happened. But that typewriter, actually, is that an item? Is there a typewriter? As an altered item? Altered world events. Oh, I can read these now. Good. Alright, we've got these two things, and I can actually read them now. We sort of skimmed one and didn't read the other. We'll read the Bright Falls stuff. And then, is there a typewriter altered item? A typewritten page. A typewritten page. Yes, okay, so the typewritten page. The page was discovered in an instance of the Ocean View Motel and Casino that was linked to the investigations sector. The page has been pushed into the motel's corridor from under the door with a symbol of a spiral. Yes, alright, I remember reading this, where it's like the door with the symbol to the spiral. So we were going through the one with the triangle, so this one's a little bit different. So we can assume that the world of Alan Wake, Bright Falls and all that takes place in the spiral dimension, I guess. Text transcribed from the item. For 10 years, I've tried to write my escape. For 10 years, I've tried to write my escape. only sinking deeper. I used to know where fiction ends and reality begins. Here they are the same. It's a hideous trap, my every thought made real. Fear, desire. How can I ever know for sure I've escaped and not just lost in my own fantasy of it? That thought alone can drive you mad. The identifiable words in the scratched out portion, falls, bright falls, haunting, wake, Alan Wake, light switch, ocean, too late, and the final sentence, you've been warned. It's not a lake, it's an ocean. So this says for 10 years I've tried to write my escape, and this was acquired, the acquisition date states 27th of August 2019. So in real time, I wonder if this game, because Alan Wake came out in 2010, but I guess maybe that means that the game itself was set in the year 2009, which means, and this game came out in 2019, which means if Alan Wake 2, I'm not sure when that's coming out. I haven't actually watched the trailer for that yet, because I only just finished Alan Wake. If that game comes out this year or next year, then it would have been either 13 or 14 years since the events of Alan Wake. And stating here, he's still there. So this game, they continue, I guess, like Alan Wake 2 is going to continue on from the DLC that we finished, is he's still trying to ride his way out of Bright Falls. And he's been stuck there for 10 years. Oh, that's insane. I can't wait to watch the trailer for Alan Wake 2 and then eventually play it. That's insane. So we've got the typewritten page, but not a typewriter itself, because the typewriter is still there. But let's read the Bright Falls summary and supplement. An unconfirmed threshold manifestation at Cauldron Lake resulted in a fictional story written by the author Alan Wake, creating an AWE in which reality was altered to match that of the story, though only locally and for a limited time. The event response. Mr. Kirkland, head of investigations, was alerted on September 13th, 2010 by ex-Bureau agent Frank Breaker. Oh, ex-Bureau agent. So, Sarah Breaker's father, right? Frank Breaker. C blank. That an AWE event was taking place in Bright Falls, WA. Refer to the events investigated in 1970, which is the eruption of Cauldron Lake. I don't know what 1976 and 78 were about, though. Breaker had received a call from Barry Wheeler, Alan Wake's literary agent, on behalf of Breaker's daughter Sarah, who is the current sheriff of Bright Falls, and gave, like, the code word Night Springs. I remember that scene. A Bureau field team arrived at the site 2 days later, only to confirm that the event was over. A Bureau field team arrived 2 days later. Interviews were conducted. Refer to the 1970 blank Thomas Zane, 1976, 1978 Odin Anderson and Tor Anderson. Alan Wake was believed to blank instigator. Eyewitnesses reports highlight an old light switch, possible object of power, that blank missing. Wake was not found at the scene. Reports claim he dived into the lake, but no body was recovered in the search. Wow. And we've got Bright Falls supplement. Alice Wake, Mr. Wake's wife, was found during the Bureau investigation. She was interviewed and evaluated. She showed signs of severe mental trauma in the form of blank memory loss. She was later directed to treatment. It was concluded that she had been trapped in the threshold during its manifestation. Notable individuals still missing after the Brightfall events are FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, so FBI, and he's actually FBI, and Dr. Emil Hartman, referred to The Creator's Dilemma, which was his book that he wrote, and the file re the Cauldron Lake Lodge. Bureau researchers believe this event was the result of a forceful perception of subjective reality stemming from Mr. Wake overlapping on our own. Wake has been flagged as a potential para-utilitarian. See Prime Candidate Program file for more details. In 2011, a book by Clay Stewart titled The Alan Wake Files was published by Roundabout Press. Agents interviewed Clay Stewart and suspected minor para-utilitarian sensitivity. He was placed under indefinite surveillance. A monitoring station was established at Cauldron Lake to alert the Bureau of any future activity. I think it's actually a really fucking cool idea a really fucking cool idea for them to bring in Alan Wake into this storyline of Control and the FBC and Altered World events and all that kind of stuff. So it looks like what happened here is it did take place in 2010. The event here of Bright Falls does say 1st of September 2010 to the 14th of September 2010. So it only took place over 2 weeks. So that's very cool. And then I guess he rounded up to 10 years in the file that was obtained in 2019. But I mean, he's got a pretty good sense of time for being trapped in limbo with nothing but a typewriter and just trying to write his escape. That's crazy. Is there anything else here that can allude to it? Because it did tell us to check out other files, but I'm not sure. Nothing else here, I think, comes up. And then this is just research. So this will be... This is different. I'm just trying to look for anything that's related to Alan Wake, because this is actually so cool now that we can read this stuff and we actually understand what it means. We actually understand what it's about, and it makes sense to us instead of just reading it like out of with no context. Could have been something in Urban Legends. I think that's good enough. So we've read the Bright Falls summary and supplement, and then there's a typewriter page acquired in 2019. So it confirms like what happened is obviously like Alice Wake's alive and well, was monitored and checked out, but Alan is still trapped, trying to write his escape. So there's our reading. We're all caught up on reading. So we'll head on through to maintenance now, and we're heading through Blackrock Quarry, because that'll take us to the restricted area.
Dark, quiet, trans-dimensional. This place really suits Ahti.
Find the door.
So that etching is the door.
Oh wow, it literally is.
Let's try opening it.
I think when we came down here last time, pretty sure made the Lord of the Rings joke to go through the Mines of Moria, but it's actually a door. Speak friend and enter Melon. Green. Okay. A flash of green. What a peculiar aura. Explore the foundation. And here we are.
No time for sightseeing. The board said this was an emergency.
It's dark in here. Let there be light. Research site Gamma.
Been down here in a while.
Damn, okay. The atmosphere is incredible. It's right off the bat. What's that? What just grew? The cave grew a penis.
Those crystals are kind of pretty. Emily would be having a field day down here.
Is that an Alan Wake reference? Is that an Alan Wake reference? Anything when you see a typewriter? Guys.
What's that light?
Is that an Alan Wake reference? Fuck. Oh, what's this? Aha.
My life's been...
Ooh, okay. It's a multimedia log. Okay. Log 1, Discovery.
My life's been a strange one. Certainly stranger than I'd like. But this place, it's something else. The floors crawl, the walls slither. It's a shifting pit. On the street, it's just another drab building standing there for anyone to see. But no one does. did we miss it? Northmore. Acting director Northmore now is on a train from Washington. He'll expect answers, which is why I'm making these tapes. They're evidence that I'm at least trying to understand. Father searched his entire life for something like this, and we find it 1 week after he's buried. He always hated irony. Of course, Father, the great director, Ash, would have been the first man in. And look at me, his bookworm son, the supposed head of research who can't stop his legs from shaking long enough to step over the threshold.
Acting director Northmore and the great director Ash. So not only is Foundation, the name of Foundation, the, you know, foundations of like the oldest house in terms of a location, but I think we're getting origins of the FBC.
A strange one. Certainly.
So we got Little Ash Jr. over here with the great director Ash, the director that preceded Northmore.
Slither, it's a shifting pace. On the street, it's just another drab building standing there for anyone to see.
Interesting. Research site Delta. So we are going further and further in, I guess, and we will be finding these research logs from the son of the OG director.
Bottom of the oldest house.
Oh, found hotline calls from Marshall.
Marshall? How was she on the hotline?
Yeah.
Unless she's dead. Jesus. She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
Oh, you can only get hotline calls from the dead. I guess that makes sense, yeah. Off-screen death, baby.
I only heard of the Foundation when I became head of operations. The very bottom of the oldest house. Director access only. Just the name alone is classified. Zachariah gave me a tour the day I was promoted. Said I should see it for myself, to understand. After that, I snuck down on my own from time to time to keep tabs on the place, and on them. But nothing ever changed down there. Not even the walls. It's solid, permanent, different from the rest of the house. Of course, they were always watching me. I never stayed long. I'm not stupid. I have to stop the hiss from finding this place. I'm the only one who can.
When she says that she's the only one who can, when it's pretty clear that she's not the only one who can, but okay. So Marshall, the board, Trench. Okay, so we're getting Marshall hotline calls. Very interesting actually that we're getting Marshall calls. So I'm just adjusting volume because I'm just seeing how loud or quiet voice volume is in the game. As always, the never-ending battle against me and voice volume in video games. Interesting. So we're exploring the literal foundations of it all. Director access only. So the hiss are down here as well? Yep. Hiss are down here as well. I was like, what is that? Is it hiss? Yeah. The hiss found their way down here too, as always. As they find their way everywhere. Just trying to remember some buttons. Okay, well this is literally the crossroads. Research site Delta is down that way. There's no sign for this. Ooh. Okay. Oh, there's a thing up there. You reckon I can... Here I can. Nope. Nope. I can't. You cannot get high enough for there. Maybe you have to go around somehow. Let's proceed to research site Delta. There's probably a way that you could get up there. Control point down here, so we're all good in terms of control points. Nice. So we can still fast travel between places, which is good. Upgrade things that are blocked with parts of the cavern. Okay. Guess we'll solve that riddle later as well.
Those structures. Is that the astral plane? How is that possible? This is worse than I thought. I need to figure out what's going on.
You can visually see the astral plane from the Foundation. It's like doing archaeological dig stuff. What the fuck? I'm used to being... This is funny. Something that's carried over from Alan Wake is... I've forgotten how, you know, how the gunplay works, where obviously you're very limited because you have to recharge. At least I have so much more health than you do in Alan Wake. I would have been dead. I would have been dead so quickly. Hiss Sharpened is our next research there. We've also got Full of Materials. So I'm used to just spamming my gun and reloading it manually. Let's do what we do, where we deconstruct everything that we don't need. Get rid of all our duplicates so I can actually pick shit up again, please. Oh, delete, 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 perfect. Weapon mods. Delete anything that is lower, because we don't need it around these parts. Wonderful. I can pick shit up again. Okay, let's read this research. Hiss Sharpened. Hiss Sharpened agents display the para-utilitarian ability to rapidly move short distances. This ability is unique in the fact that it's not associated with any known object of power. However, we should not discount the possibility that this ability is an object variation. For example, Abrupt Physical Relocation, APR, could potentially be a variant of the Jukebox's effect. Other explanation of the Hiss Sharpened abilities currently include momentary time manipulation, brief increase in physical speed, and inhibiting the witness's sense of sight. If we do accept that the Hiss Sharpen's ability is not connected to a known object of power, then the Hiss are either manifesting unique paranatural abilities, or there are objects in the house that we aren't aware of. Either way, the Hiss are continuing to develop new strains of corruption, and that is a cause for concern. That's interesting. So they're pulling from powers that the FBC, the Bureau, are not aware of. So either they're creating their own shit, or we got unaccounted items. Okay. Looks like there are passageways, so we'll be able to find our way up, which is good. Oh, we've got some research here as well. Relocation order, correspondence. Tom, you missed the good news. I'm sure the official memo will go out soon, but Northmore called an all hands at the crossroads to announce we're finally moving out of this hellhole and up into the house proper. Bureau Brass apparently solved the moving walls problem, or at least figured out a way to pinpoint where and when they happen. All I know is going up means goodbye darkness, goodbye weird lunches with that ex-Nazi scientist, and goodbye pissing into the pit. I know that was you, Barry. Northmore's ordering the Foundation sealed as soon as we can haul our stuff out and somehow convince Ash to come with us. He's the only one kicking up a fuss. This is long overdue. We've lost 11 men and damn near $10,000 in supplies moving between the entrance and the Foundation. And for what? Research? Ash is batty if he thinks we want to stay here and sift through more sand for him. It's just rusted iron flakes anyway. Did you know that? We're breathing that shit in. Guys, that guy was called Barry. Is that an Alan Wake reference? Can't believe it, dude. Oh no, the crossroads is actually further ahead. Not what I thought it was. That's fine. Beware of dangerous toxic geysers. Perfect. How is everyone with trypophobia doing right now? Do you guys like the look of this floor? You guys doing okay? This is a check-in for those of you who are scared of things with all the holes in them. I apologize that you were now exposed to that willingly. Yeah. Can I break this shit? Nope. It looks like you could go through there. Maybe we'll have to wait. This is the astral plane.
Is cutting into our dimension. What if this happens in the upper floors? It'll destroy the Bureau.
Cave believe. Oh god. Oh, I'm gonna die. Haha. False alarm. Call an ambulance, but not for me. I need to really I have to readjust myself to the chaos of Control's gameplay. Because Alan Wake is so slow. It's very slow and repetitive, and like, you're just like, yep, point, flashlight at enemy, shoot enemy, move on with your life. This is that whole different ball game that I need to remind myself is gotta stay on your toes, dude.
With me. I could really use my head of research right about now.
Ooh, hang on. Can we get up there? I don't even know if you'd be able to bring Emily over here. We gotta do a lot of gliding. God, it looks like there's a bunch of like in areas where like I'm seeing different. I don't think we can get over there. Oh, actually, maybe. Hang on. I have an idea. We might be able to get over there. I'll take that statement back of seeing a bunch of places we can't get to, because if I can get up there... Oh no, hang on. But now we have the problem of... How do we get up there? I don't know if we can. Can I get on these rocks? Oh no, they don't look very... No, it's an invisible wall. I can't even make contact with it. Okay. In that case, not looking good for trying to get in there. Maybe it's just there to look good. Alright, then I will bring in my previous statement back again of there's a lot of places that I'm seeing off in the distance that it's like, can I get there? But I don't think we can.
Marshall?
Ooh.
Marshall! You're alive!
Ah! And I'm dead. Oh. Oh! Ooh, falling into the light is not a death. It's just a little silly redo.
Wait! It's Jesse! The director!
Everything is not as it seems, Jesse. Everything is not as it seems.
Whoa. This place is huge.
Marshall?
That looks like
Can you hear me?
She was on the hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right? One problem at a time. Let's see what's going on with that pillar first.
Investigate the nail. This just looks like a ceiling like when you're in an office building, like the circular tube lights in the ceiling. Looks like it's like the same shape as one of those. Investigate the nail. No research in here.
It's been 5 days.
Log number 2.
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building. Traversing the interior is dangerous due to the shifting, but we did manage to find a lower cavern that seems structurally predictable, which is a scientific way of saying its walls won't crush us in our sleep. Northmore even made a discovery. A pistol placed on a stone pedestal in front of that strange ebony pillar. Seems like something out of a storybook, except the heroes usually find swords, not handguns. But it is the perfect lure for someone like him.
The service weapon?
Hours after finding this weapon, Northmore cornered me to spout some nonsense about how the board had made him the director. He ranted about the title being meaningless before now, calling Father and all other previous directors shams, frauds, and worse. I think this place is worse for Northmore than it is for me. Strangest thing? There was no pedestal in front of that pillar a day ago. This building has swallowed a dozen of my men, and now it's handing out presents? Is it playing some sort of game? If it is, we're most certainly losing. Oh, we don't even know the rules.
Interesting.
We first entered the building.
So the pistol would have been, they're talking about the service weapon. This bad boy, right? So there were even more previous directors before Ash. The nail door monolith is hurt. Touch, revere it to enter. So this is like part of the astral plane in terms of its structure. Planted into the ground in the foundation. Repair the nail link to prevent astral consumption collision. This is the director's duty / plot. Authorized for a single new tool upgrade. Use it to save the Foundation, us, Bureau. Explore the Astral Plane Challenge. Left / self or right weapon. Only one is permitted. Which will you choose? Become.
So I can only choose one? I thought I was done with these tests.
Choose the Astral Plane Challenge. Can I get a... Oh. Oh, okay. So we can choose the ability to create... Oh, this is how we get to places that are out of reach. The ability to create platforms or the ability to destroy the crystals. It'll give us either a weapon or an ability to destroy... Oh, what do I want? Because destroying them is gonna just open up pathways for us to explore. We've seen a couple of them already. Creating new ones will... I think they're both really just like, do you want to get to unseen, like, hidden areas behind stuff, or do you want to get to hidden areas outside of reach? I think destroying... Right weapon will grant fracture / undo. Left will grant shape / manipulate. I'm gonna go with this. Minerals, roots, barnacles grow across the foundation. Use the new ammo / casing to demolish Weed Whack. The first director to receive earned this. You should feel honored / handled. Certain crystal formations regrow after destruction. Trying to see the range at which it's most effective. Naturally, obviously, when you're very close, but I wanted to see if maybe... I wanted to see if maybe the shotgun would still be effective further away. Like, how weak is the crystals? Dismantle, loosen the 4 locks, keys, MacGuffins located in the fringe, nowhere of the astral plane. The astral bleeding collision has spread, lost them. Do this, and then they will be repaired, glued, / crisis averted. Bonus round, hiss a present in Foundation. I've made a mistake. Oh, it'll regrow, but how do I've made a mistake by not shooting this before this was lowered. Can I climb up this thing? I was not meant to do this. I don't think the game was expecting me to be like this dumb. Is there a lower platform around these parts? Yes, there is a way back up. We're good. We're good. I didn't lock myself out. I just kind of jumped before thinking. This is cool. Wow, hello board. How you doing? Lure enemies into crystal walkways, then destroy the crystal. Nice. So if we see them on the floor, or if we see them on platforms, we can destroy them. Uh-huh. You, however, you need to go over there.
Okay, let's review. This broken pillar is called the Nail. It was broken by something, and now the astral plane is bleeding into the Foundation, which will destroy the oldest house, the Bureau, and everyone inside. I need to find 4 locks, or keys, or whatever, to stop that from happening. But I'm the director. I've handled worse. This should be simple-ish. You with me?
Simple-ish. Alright, we've got some research around here. We've also got a very interesting cave painting here, by the way, which looks to be levitating human forms. And the former is what that's called, right? That we have faced off against twice. The former The astral plane, and does this represent the hiss? Interesting. And this is where we can create a crystal pathway to get up there if we want. Or this we can now destroy. There you go. So that's the choice that we've made.
That damn gun. Phaeton. Not sure she's ready.
I'm here, aren't I? I saved the Bureau once, and I'll do it again.
Interesting. Oh, now we can destroy... Okay, cool. Now we can actually destroy these as well that are protecting these things. Gotcha. Alright, well, looks like we need to go that way. So we need to go to Research Site Gamma and to the Canyon Rim. There's a bunch of other places. This is actually quite a large... This is quite a large area to explore. Okay, let's see if there's any other documents to pick up around here. Okay, that is literally just the void over there. Wonderful. Okay, let's read. Let's review. Rituals and becoming director. Locks, keys, keep, socket. Trapped, hooked, hidden, fed. They are old, young, extra life. With the director's help. Situation information is subject to change. Okay. And then becoming director.
I've served under 2 directors. 3 now, I suppose. Trench and I worked our way up together. We made it through the tough cases, the bad days, the casualties. He was the epitome of a good agent. Smart, decisive, selfless. And he picked up that damn gun. Becoming director is a formal process overseen by the board. Lots of ritual and mystery. After that, key staff provide detailed briefs on all classified matters, past and present. But with Phaeton, well, there's no protocol for field promotion. The girl's smart, has a good head on her shoulders. I'm trusting her to handle the hiss upstairs, while I hold them off here. All this shit with the nail, the board, I'm not sure she's ready. Besides, I work better alone.
So she might... Okay. Well, I guess if we're getting hotlines from her, then she's dead, right? But who knows? Maybe she isn't. If there ain't no body. Foundation pillar. The pillar found in the crossroads is best described as an onyx spike that protrudes from the cave floor like an imposing stalagmite. Despite its aggressive silhouette, the structure has an undeniable allure. Freud would certainly have something to say about the pillar's overly erect nature, but I'm more drawn to Whitmore's essay on dynamic layers, structures within structures, the fractal mirror in every being. Interesting that they would need to relate it to our boy Sigmund, but that's okay. Given its significant location, I believe the pillar is either the very heart of the oldest house or an intrusion within that heart, or perhaps it's like the husk of a seed from which the oldest house sprouted. Chaudière wrote that great architecture isn't built, it grows. But then why does the pillar look so different from the rest of this place's concrete walls and rocky caverns? It's easier to see it as an anomaly, a buried artifact, a foreign body, a demonic phallus. I wonder if this pillar is any more welcome here than we are. It's a crystal penis, or an onyx penis, I should say, on ley lines and their energies. For all my research into the oldest house's ley lines, I still don't understand why they converge here at the base of this pillar. I suppose the simplest reason is that they have to converge somewhere, a Occam's razor and all that. But that seems wrong. The esoteric world abhors coincidence. So what is the true relationship between this pillar and the ley lines? Does it act as a magnet, attracting them, polar north? Or is the pillar a product of their focused energies, a sprout, nourished by the constant flow of the oldest house's power? Perhaps classifying that power would provide some insight. However, we currently have no means of measuring or quantifying it. Given time, it may become possible to collect and even harness this energy. On that note, Northmore is bringing in the much lauded Dr. Gustav Wagner from headquarters in DC to aid my research. I suppose this is his way of saying he didn't trust me to work unsupervised. Let's just hope Dr. Wagner is as smart as his dearly departed Führer once believed him to be. So this is the ex-Nazi guy. Compiled by Dr. Theodore Ash, head of research, by order of Broderick Northmore. Astral copy. With the astral plane now physically accessible, a torrent of new information has been collected on the entities known as astral copies. The copies' bodies are composed of a dense, stone-like material that is both resilient under controlled circumstances and brittle when struck with significant force. Whether the astral copies possess individual consciousness or are directed by a higher intelligence, such as the board, remains unknown. However, their shared aggression seems to indicate a unified goal. Director Faden's encounters with these entities when binding objects of power in the astral plane indicate they serve as live targets for potential para-utilitarians to practice on. Some have been equipped with Bureau weaponry, though it seems unlikely they were armed by our personnel. It is important to note that they appear immune to his corruption. Cool. Wonderful. A bit more research by Emily there. So it looks like we have 2 places to go. Perhaps we should choose the path that is closest to us, which is going to be the canyon rim. Oh, I have... See you later, everybody. Made a grave mistake. Dodge the stalagmites, please. Don't. Seeing what crystals I can get away with destroying and not destroying, and I've got my answer. Destroy all of them, because you can't squeeze through the gaps.
I'm in the astral plane. Oh, this bleed is just getting worse and worse.
What does this do? Oh, it took... Ooh, nice. It does take you just back before the drop. Cool. Worth it. Interesting. So there are actually, like... There are places... Astral collision. There are places that you drop into and it doesn't just respawn you, it just drops you into the astral plane.
That's the cave sand. The astral bleed goes both ways.
Oh, we've got documents in here now as well. Where everything or were everything? Is it like werewolf or were? I'm trying to figure out the context of that spelling. The English language is so fun sometimes, isn't it? Dear Science, there's a person in my pet salamander. Okay, so we're like a where everything. It is where, not were. There's a person in my pet salamander. He has human eyes. Why doesn't anyone else see him? I think it's like werewolves, but with every animal. Were dogs, were cats, were otters, were butterflies, were everything. There are people inside, and they can't get out. They're stuck in the animal body. It's not all animals, but it can be any animal. My parents don't believe me. Maybe this has happened before? I thought you would know. Sincerely, John Lemaine. So that's a dead letter. Floating rock. You ever just, like, see those dogs that have, like, human eyes? You know the ones I'm talking about. You just, like, look at a dog and you're like, that dog has seen some shit. There's a human in there. That's what it feels like. So oh shit, hang on. So I understand what he's saying. What does that do? Ooh. I like how it gave us a second chance with another platform. Because I fucked up the first one. It's a stationary object, mate. You don't have to miss it twice. Never mind. Hey, game, can I get a second... Oh, is it down there? It's down there. Can I have that cube back? I fucked up. Can I have that? Oh, I'm almost... I'm trying to get it highlighted so I can pull it up. Okay. I'll just send it up there, I guess. Come on, let me up. Thank you. Hey. Okay. Oh, yes. I could have probably crossed without this one, couldn't I? Yeah, look at that. I could have crossed without it. He says, as he almost doesn't even make the drop.
This in the astral plane? That didn't go so well last time.
I feel like I've lost my control groove from taking a break to it. Oh, I can dodge my fucking stuff. Ooh. I've lost my control groove. I need to get back into the swing of it. Alan Wake has made me relax too much. This game keeps you on your toes. What else is keeping you up? Get down from there. Okay, we're looking for shit to throw gold cubes into. Bang. Which makes platforms. Cool. That is not what I want. Where are we chucking you? We will find out. Maneki Neko products. Oh, hang on. Nope, that's a toilet. We're not looking for a toilet. We're not looking for the random cubicle on the side, but hold on a minute, because I want to go and check out this toilet without losing the gold cube. Hidden toilet. Oh, there's a thing in there too. Ooh, hidden location discovered. Well, I mean, if you need privacy while you're taking a shit, I think that's the spot that you want to go to. I mean, it doesn't get better than that, dude. I mean, you just got to watch your step when you walk out. Just don't forget you're in the astral plane, you know. Surely there's a spot for this little dude somewhere. Alright, we're leaving that golden box behind because we're just climbing up. And we got a control point marked in the sand. And another one of these bad boys. FBC reminder, windows.
Bureau does not have windows. If you notice a window, immediately close your eyes and make your way to the nearest safe room. You are permitted to fashion a blindfold from an article of clothing. Any resulting lapse in dress code will be excused. Thank you for your attention.
Oh wow. If there are no windows in the FBC, if you see one, you're in deep shit, bud. You are in trouble. So FBC reminder, pretty sure that plays the full thing. So FBC reminders are always the full. They always play the full thing, so that's all good. But we've got I picked up the Maneki Neko procedures. Another altered item. A ceramic beckoning cat figurine. Common luck object found in Japanese storefronts. The following is a list of the items' observed altered effects. Non-corporeality, affinity for a specific human behavior, and minor physical movement. Waving its arm. But that's normal, right? Are they trying to... Are they trying to tell us that we're seeing this in real life, and they're trying to play us? Multiple simultaneous incarnations of this item have been observed. Whether these are independent altered items acting uniformly or replicated instances of altered item 48 is unknown. They're like, guys, it moves its arm, and that is not supposed to be happening. How the item originally arrived in the oldest house is unknown. It was first discovered sitting in the director's chair and was immediately contained in a panopticon cell. The next day, an agent noticed 2 additional figurines had appeared. Hours later, all 3 vanished. The items have been sighted throughout the Bureau, appearing while agents perform blank tasks. It is theorized that fulfilling certain unknown criteria will encourage the items to appear. Present location is unknown. We saw these when we first met Marshall. I believe we saw one of them when we first saw Marshall. When we first met her. Alright, cleanse the control point. Is that us completing the ritual? We still got more to go. Alright, we've still got more to go. Interesting. Do we have a choice? Look, this could be where that other golden cube comes in. We have a choice. Oh no, there's another golden cube there. Like, oh no, but there's another place to throw it too. What is the deal? What's happening here? What if I just steal this and I run over here? Oh, what just happened? Yep. Okay. Hang on. Oh, I picked a choice. Okay, it's not both of them. Never mind, guys. We just wasted that. Wasted that object. No more. Oh no, it reappeared. Nice. Which means you can just throw it, and if you throw it off, it's fine. What are these guys doing? Okay. Throw you off the cliff. Ah! Could have just lured them onto that thing, couldn't I? And then destroyed the floor. Oh, hang on. Get out of here. What the fuck? Oh, I wasted that, didn't I? Because these guys are just... Oh. They've got pretty high physical resistance, actually. Get out of here. What's the game plan here? Oh, okay. I see. Threw them in the hole to score points. Oh, wait a minute. Those are just shooting at anything. Hold on. They were shooting at the hiss just then. Okay, they're a separate... Ow, but now they're also shooting at me. So they're like a separate entity. I think they must be like similar to the golden ones that usually appear as like a defense mechanism. But they also fuck me up. They don't fuck around. Ow. I'm sick of these floating ones. Get out of here. So much stronger in here. Oh. Level 8. God damn. Why? Give me that. Flunk. Did that... What? Oh. Oh. I was like, wait a minute. What the fuck? I was like, did it glitch? I was like, no, don't tell me it didn't go in. Oh, wait. I have to do the same on this side as well. Damn it. Oh, we're going up. Fucking hell. How do you... Oh, no, I'm not getting up. Not that way, at least. Astral plane be taking me on a goddamn ride. Making me make a fool out of myself for pressing the wrong button. This is what happens when you go from Control to Alan Wake, back to Control. You gain so much more knowledge, but you lose everything else. Where's the... Hang on. Okay. God, this is quite the movie, isn't it? Really getting used to the... What? How is that not destroying that? Okay. Time. Oh, there's another one up there. I really should need to adjust the, I really need to... I don't even think I need to do that right now. Hold on. We can just get up here first. Claim another control point. Maybe I need to put one of those mods on that reduces the reload time, because I'm really feeling it more than I was when I was first playing this game. Alright, are we here? Have we made it? Oh, we've made it to more enemies. Oh, yay, the floating ones. As well as a big shielded dude. My favorite. He fell off the... Did he fall off? He did. No. Why? I have to go all the way down to deal with you because you didn't fall to your death. Oh! How did he... Okay, never mind. Jesus. Alright. God damn it, man. I just throw shit at him from up here. Fuck you! Throw shit at you! I'm staying up here, I'm not coming down there, mate. Never mind, I'm coming down there. Oh, we finally got him to fall off. Please don't fall onto another ledge. Okay. I believe he's gone. Now I have to get back up there. least the platforms crystals didn't grow back. Oh, there's just a whole bunch more here now. That's cool. That's fine. Can you not do that thing, please? Thank you. Stop that. Thank you. Interesting. Okay. I have abilities, and after much determination, I think... No. I still want that. I still want that. But astral constructs, we have a lot of source now, so I want to upgrade some stuff. So we're gonna upgrade spin. Hang on, spin is... Spin's our normal one, isn't it? No, grip is our normal one. Grip and shatter. Upgrade PS, upgrade charge. And that's how like grenade launcher one, which is actually quite nice actually. Let's upgrade spin. Let's upgrade charge. Because we've got a bunch of equipment. Don't have enough to upgrade that. What about mods? These are still 4 and 5. Can I can upgrade once more. Ooh, level 6 mods. Oh, this is the highest level. Nice. Obscured personal mod, infinite, absolute. Nice. Okay. This is good. We're gonna get our first level 6 mods. Concussed source gained from taking melee damage. Yeah, not one that I'm super into, but oh, okay. Seize speed, 76%. Yeah, I'm also not really feeling that. Okay, never mind. That's fine. Was not really feeling those upgrades. I was hoping for something else, but that's fine. Health, recovery element, launch energy cost. Like we get plus 13 souls taking melee damage. I think I'll just not take melee damage, so that'll be fine. Evade energy cost, C speed, health recovery on launch hits. Yeah. Ammo recovery on evade use, actually, that's not bad. Recovering ammo sounds like a good idea to me, you know? So let's deconstruct these bad boys. Energy gain from taking them at the end. Oh, fine. Seize speed. Get rid of that. We don't need it. We don't need it out here. Weapon mods are also building up once again. Grip has headshot damage, rate of fire, and damage after kills. Is there anything good that I can upgrade it to? You know what I mean? Anything good? Energy gain from headshots. And ammo cost while levitating. Ammo cost while levitating. Minus 24%. Okay. I might get some more ammo efficiency. Just means I need to put myself in the air a bit more often, you know? Gotta put myself out there. I can fuck with that. Okay, I guess we're just zooming off the edge and heading all the way over there. Because these are the platforms that just came up. And we're good to fall. Huh. A lot of just astral plane exploring so far. Just alone with our own thoughts, you know. Oh, did he run off the cliff? Or do they just teleport? I don't even know. Their abilities are crazy to me. Thank you. keep climbing until we get finally to that point, I guess. Aha, second thing for a golden cube. What a journey we are on right now. It's definitely a journey. Alright, you just come forward a bit. Yeah. Nice. I'll take that. Bonk! Okay. I feel like it's slowly coming back to me. Where is the other golden cube? Oh, just bring this one down. Didn't expect it to take that long with the shotgun. That's fine. Get in there. Okay. Now it's just time to ascend. It'd be nice if just Jesse Faden was like, you know what? I can levitate. What if I just levitated all the way up there? What if I just didn't have to do all of that platform jumping? What if I just went, you know what? Screw the platforms. Because I have the ability to float. And I'm going to float all the way up to the top. There's nothing you can do to stop me. You know? Whenever the conversation of the power of flight comes up, it's like, well, surely. But no, we must slowly ascend through many control points to reach our destination. Fight a lot of these dudes while doing so. I feel like, okay, Astral Mimic, there we go. We've just gotten the research about them. Astral mimics are physically indistinguishable from astral copies, but considerably more dangerous due to the fact that they possess parautilitarian abilities. The most notable ability witnessed is levitation. It is unknown how this astral entity gained its paranatural abilities. The relevant objects of power are currently bound to Director Faden, which indicates the objects are not responsible. However, objects of power are intrinsically linked to the board and the astral plane. A similar link between the objects and the mimics could also exist, or perhaps the board is able to dispense these abilities at their leisure with no trial in the astral plane required. The prevailing theory, however, is that the entities are simply replicating observed abilities performed by the Hiss, or even the Director herself, thanks to a prolonged exposure to our world caused by the astral bleed. There you go. The more you know. Oh, surely. Just climb up there, Jesse. It's okay. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay. Or don't. That's also okay. You don't have to climb up there if you don't want to. Is there a... Oh, well, it's a good thing I didn't make it, because there's a thing here. Correspondence. Green. I don't know if y'all can see this, because I don't know if I'm really here. I see a pen in my hand. I see myself, but it's all wrong. Like, it's the wrong angle, and it's throwing me, and it's all green. Look out for the color green. Everything turns green when it's close. Don't let it get close. Don't let it in. But if you do no matter what, you do not spec to it, please. I need you safe, Peggy. I don't want you to end up here, too. I don't know where I've gone. Fucking wise words, man. Sam. Thank you, Jason. I knew that was the one, but I was like, why aren't you grabbing onto the ledge? Don't do it, mate. Don't do it. Don't throw shit at me. I'm the one with the telekinetic powers around here. Wow. Stop moving. I'm not used to having to move hitting objects anymore. Go easy on me. I'm from Alan Wake. I had to shine a flashlight at things monotonously. Come on. Don't levitate. There's still... Oh. I feel like I'm being watched. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Where's the... Are we there yet? The board really just making us go on a journey. Where the fuck is the... That's... Okay. That's where we're going. Every time I think that we're heading up to the final, like, point, the tower or whatever, I'm like, that's it. And then we get there and then it opens up another one. I'm like, where are we going? Where are we going? Gonna just lure this guy out onto this floor. Can you stop hitting me? Yo, come over here, man. Come over here, dude. That was almost my face. Come over here, man. Oh, actually, I think I shouldn't take out his shield because he only comes to me when he's floating, doesn't he? Yep. Just a little further, sir. Oh, no, okay. Oh! How did those rocks make it through that column? Just a little further, mate. I promise you that it'll be worth it. Okay, I'll just defeat you the easy way. It's honestly so much faster. No, we hit him off the edge. Please tell me you didn't land on it. Okay, wait. There he goes, falling. Okay, we're safe. It's easy to just push him off the edge than to lure him into the center. You know what? Don't do that. I don't like it. Here, let me throw your friend at you. Don't. Stop that. It's rude. Oh, I can't wait till I can... Oh, fuck. I can't wait till I can launch 3 targets in one. Oh. We died. It was because of the executive pop-up, guys. It was because of the executive pop-up. It was very distracting. You know, the dog was barking and just, like, my mum just called and... Fuck. Like, just everything happened at once, you know? Just awkwardly getting over here. He's avoiding the middle. It's like he knows. Can you not dodge the whole shotgun thing? Like, I'm not very accurate right now. I'm working on that. Just a little bit further, sir. Just like a little bit. You're gonna have to just a little. If you could just come a little bit further for me, sir. That. Just a little. Come on, okay. Come on, mate. I gave you a chance, and I'm just really disappointed in you. You could not appropriately do as you're told. I'm waiting for my abilities to come back, so you're gonna have to wait. Okay? There you go. What do you mean I have to defeat him legitimately and not throw him off the edge? How dare you suggest such a thing? Ugh. I told you the rules. It's that only I throw shit. Ugh. Where? I gotta say that these enemies, levitating ones, easily my least favorite enemy in Control. They're just created to be a pest. 100% just created to be a pest.
Like the one I used to get in here.
We finally have gotten to a point where something is happening. Yes. It has been just so much like jumping on things and doing combat to get to this point. That's good. Progress is important. Where are we going? It's the former lock. It's the former.
Lock/key the board told me about?
The former's talking to us now. So we can destroy this, right? Is this crystal thingy? It's made out of the same shit. Do we just shoot it a lot? Oh, shoot its supports. Man, that would make sense. Well done, Seasoned. Only 3 keys. Tethers remain. Our nail is rebuilding, loosening.
Doing my job.
Okay, so we have to do that 3 more times?
First one down. Director Faden's got this covered.
Okay. And then... does this take us back? Where does this take us to? Okay. I think this takes us back. So it looks like the general gameplay loop in this area that we're in. Oh, there's people here now. There's people here now. Just one person? No. Oh, Emily's here. Dude, fuck yes.
Jesse, hey!
Emily, how did she get down here?
It seems as if the gameplay loop is go to this spot, go through a bunch of trials and tribulations, jump on a bunch of platforms, kill enemies, rinse and repeat through the whole time, touch a Lord of the Rings door, shoot giant orb made out of crystal.
All the tests I run on the nail keep coming back as nonsense.
Do that 4 times.
Instruments have already broken.
The nail has increased in size, so I think we need to get it to
I didn't take you for a quitter, Dark.
connect with that roof.
There's a reason I packed a black rock-plated microscope.
So once we connect the nail completely to the roof, that seals the, I guess, astral bleed. So that's pretty cool. Let's talk to Emily.
What are you doing down here, Emily?
What do you mean? You called me down, remember?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, that's right. You didn't. But then, I remember you needing me to come here. I mean, you even told me how to get in. Let's just chalk it up to synchronicity so we can get to work.
She takes everything in stride. The board called me down here to deal with the situation. The astral plane is...
Colliding with our world, I know. Isn't it fascinating? I never even considered that the astral plane could be a physical volume expanding beyond its dimensional container. The bleed is localized to this area, but its growth rate seems steady. Given time, it will consume the entire Bureau, and possibly beyond.
That's what I'm here to stop. The board told me to fix the nail over there by dismantling 4 locks in the astral plane. Funny, I think it's put itself back together a bit.
So that could be due to the law of inverse exchange. For every associated component you remove, this nail reconstructs. Or possibly some variation of anti-sympathy. Don't worry, I'll look into it. Did you notice all the Bureau infrastructure? It looks like there was a research team stationed down here at some point. Do you think Darling knew about this?
I'd put money on it. That reminds me, have you seen Marshall? She contacted me over the hotline, but then I saw her walking around.
I haven't seen her. The hotline only connects to extraplanar entities. Or dead people. But Marshall's proved time and time again that she's a survivor.
That's exactly what I thought.
Anyway, I've been looking into the minerals growing down here. Have you noticed how they insist on maintaining a certain form? Maybe some sort of a state memory, or they consciously prefer a certain shape?
I think we're on a clock here, Emily. I need to stop the astral bleeding before it brings the oldest house down. See what you can find out from the nail in the meantime. And send out some rangers to look for Marshall. She may be in trouble.
Will do, Jesse. If you see anything interesting, remember to take detailed notes.
Okay, there we go. So Emily Pope is here. Wonderful. And with that one, we will bring this episode of Control to a close. It does feel good to be back. There's definitely an adjustment period to really get back into the flow of the gameplay and the combat compared to what we've had to do in Alan Wake. I will say that the main draw to Control for me will always be like the story and the absolute like wacky stuff that we're getting into. My first impressions on like the beginning of a DLC expansion though is it hasn't from like a gameplay perspective, it wasn't really grabbing me because I was feeling like, oh man, we're just kind of like, it feels like it's stretching it out for maybe longer than it needs to be. I felt like we just did the same thing over and over and over again when we were just like going from spot, kill a bunch of enemies, shoot crystal pillars, scale a tower, jump across the other side of the map, and it just felt like we were just going from place to place to place to place to place, and then we're like, oh cool, we're finally here, and now we're back. We get a little bit of story, and then we need to do it 3 more times, you know? So I'm hoping that these 3 more times are different and it's not the same thing each time. I would love for it to be have a little bit of variety there, but unfortunately wasn't really feeling that gameplay loop this time. We did just do about a bunch of the same stuff, and we do get rewarded with some good story stuff, which I do really appreciate because I love it. This is very cool. But I just want to be like, an honest first impression of the DLC and how it started is I feel like maybe they've decided to try and drag it out and lengthen the expansion so it just goes on for longer than it needs to. But we will see how we go with the other 3 locks. Just first impressions. That's all. So thank you so much guys for watching this episode of Control, and I will see you next time.